did you go?
Sandow's 14. All right. 3, 2, 1. Ready to rock? And roll. Whoa, nobody said anything about rolling. It's windy. As soon as they come in to like meet as a group, that's when Can you hear me? Yeah. I'm going to start talking at 3 minutes. Or I should start talking now. Okay. And then 3 minutes we'll start talking. Because it looks like they're getting ready to go now.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Anderson High School at the Bob Reed Stadium. I'm Matt Mellinger alongside partner Adam Levine on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Red Bluff Spartans against the host Anderson Cubs. Red Bluff comes into tonight's game with an overall record of 1-0, while the home team Anderson is 0-2. Adam, I'm pretty excited for tonight's game.
Oh, I am too, Matt. The Red Bluff Spartans come into this game after their third straight win going back to last season. Head coach Corey Hine is looking to turn it around for the Spartans after they've only won 3 games in the last 2 years. Some key players for this team are senior wide receivers Wyatt Hotby and Mitch Fox. Senior running backs Brandon Ragone and Kyle Case are also going to be some big factors in this game. But the biggest factor, perhaps, is senior quarterback Garrett Sandow.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Corey Hine is really high on this player. He had this to say about him. He's got unbelievable knowledge and command of the game. He's smart on his reads, but most of all, he's a leader. He's got the arm and the feet in the pocket to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, Anderson, of course, coming off of their loss last week to Orland. They lost 31-6, allowing 13 sacks in the game. And, of course, their first game of the season, they lost 35-0 against Shasta, turning the ball over 5 times.
Red Bluff has had a little bit better of a fate this season. They won 34-0 against Orville last year. They're going to be looking to continue on that success.
Yeah, Anderson's been outscored 66-6 in their first 2 outings of the season, so they are really looking forward to getting things going here offensively tonight as head coach Tim Patterson is looking for his boys to get back on the right track.
I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a fun offense to watch for the Red Bluff Spartans. They run a pro-style offense, so we're going to see a good balance in the offense, and they'll be manipulating matchups throughout the game.
Yeah. Anderson runs a split-back offense with some shotgun. Their main threats are running back Jeremiah Mershi. He's speedy and agile, and their biggest threat in the backfield, and their leading returning receiver and running back, who also plays cornerback, so a two-way player. Fullback Angelo Allegretto, powerful and doubles as the middle linebacker, and is the leader of this team. Since they have only 26 men on their roster, almost every kid plays both ways. We're going to get a break here real fast for the national anthem. Stay tuned for the rest of the pregame show and the opening kickoff. Very nice, very nice. Doesn't matter if it's someone singing or if it's the band. I always get chills during the national anthem.
It's one of the great sporting traditions here in the United States.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, coming to you live from Bob Reed Field in Anderson, California. I'm Matt Mellinger, along with Adam Levine, on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the 1-0 Red Bluff Spartans visiting the 0-2 Anderson Cubs. We're all set here for kickoff on a beautiful night here.
It was pretty hot today, but it turned out to be just
it's really cooled down.
Some football.
Nice little breeze.
Yep.
And a kick for the Cubs, number 32, Cody Dimmeritz.
Looks like the Spartans will get the ball first. See if they can continue their offensive success from last week.
Wyatt Hopi back to receive for the Spartans. Comes across the 20-yard line before being taken down by a group of Cubs.
He caught that almost in his own end zone. That was a pretty successful return for the high school level.
So here comes that Spartan offense.
We know this offense can be pretty potent. Quarterback Garrett Sandow is wearing number 14. He's going to be looking for his two big targets, Mitch Fox and Wyatt Hotby.
They're coming off of a big win last week as well, so look for them to be fired up for it. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Hotby hands off to Tucker Goliford. Picks up the first down and more.
That's a great way to start a game.
Out to the 37-yard line.
You get the feeling that this Spartans team just wants to get out and punch him in the gut real fast.
Absolutely. Hopi a quick handoff up the middle. Not much going there, maybe a couple yards.
Yeah, I think the Cubs were expecting that one. 2 yards isn't a bad pickup. Not great, but not bad.
2nd and 7 for the Spartans on the 42-yard line. Quick handoff again. Finds a hole. He's going to take it. Breaks a defender, and he's going to go in all the way to the 5. Touchdown, Spartans. That was Tucker Goliford with a huge run there. Bouncing it to the outside for the quick score here with 10:51 remaining in the first quarter.
He wasn't one of our key players, but he is definitely one to watch for this game.
That was his second carry of the game.
That was just a thing of beauty there. He found the hole and he just took it.
So Hopi, the holder.
Let's see if Connor Ross can complete it with the extra point.
That one's good.
Now those aren't gimmies here in the high school level. Takes a good leg to be able to get those.
That was a good kick there by Connor Ross. 7-0 Spartans here early in the first quarter.
You got to think that that's exactly the way the Spartans want to start this game off. Now the Anderson Cubs just need to pick their head up and keep going.
We'll see what Crookshank and the Cubs can do here on their first offensive drive of the game. 10:51 remaining in the first quarter. Red Bluff up early off that big run there by Goliford.
Connor Ross is going to kick this off here. Now we can see what his leg is really made out of.
Scott Hearn and Jeremiah Emershy back to receive for the Anderson Cubs. It's a great night. It's windy. Feels nice, nice little breeze.
It's just perfect weather. Great atmosphere, good crowd.
Ross with the kick. Taken there at the 10-yard line. Jeremiah Emershy out to the 35-yard line.
That was a great run back. He got a good 20 yards on that.
So here comes the Cubs offense. We'll see what they can do here. First drive of the game. Down 7-0 on the first drive by Red Bluff.
They're going to really want to get those 7 points back right now. You never want to go down this early in a game.
They spotted that ball on the 34, so 1st and 10. Emershai picks up a couple on the play out to about the 36 or 37-yard line. Split back offense for the Cubs. Crookshank, a big handoff up the middle. He's going to get out to about the 47 or 48. So a 3rd and 2 here for the Cubs.
That was a really powerful run. He just put his head down and went.
You know, it looked like he was going to lose yards on that. They had a couple Spartans right there on him as he was getting the handoff. Able to shake free and get a few on that play.
He's a big, strong guy. He wasn't going down without a fight.
Quick handoff up the middle.
That's good enough. Got the first down. That's what you want to do.
Randy Bloom, the 5'9", 190-pound senior, gets a first down on that scamper up the middle.
This Cubs offense is definitely based upon the run, right?
Yeah, they're having some success up the middle. We'll see how they do passing.
Got a penalty here on the play.
That'll be a false start on the Cubs. Move them back 5 yards.
Those are killer, and you got to think that that as the season goes on, they're going to cut those out significantly.
Definitely, the season's young. Just got to work on the discipline stuff. It should be fine. Crookshank again, 1st and 15. Quarterback keeper takes it himself. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets out to the 42-yard line. So a nice run there on the quarterback option. Keeps it himself. Able to get the first down and more.
Crookshank sure surprised the entire Spartan defense. You got to think he might have even surprised some of his teammates on that.
I think so.
The defense went one way, he went the other.
So on the 39-yard line of the Spartans, Crookshank with a good carry there. Hands it off to Emershai. So ball spotted on the 37-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Cubs. Quick pass over the middle. That was Brandon Prettyman, number 8, doing his thing across the middle. We're having some problems here with the rosters for Max Preps. So we're trying to make corrections as we hear the names called. So sorry for not right on top of who's getting the ball right away and passes like that. That was a good pass, wide open right over the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Able to get the first down.
Those short little passes sure can be effective sometimes.
Crookshank again to Perryman. Gets the first down again.
This offense is kind of sneaky. They get you thinking they're just going to run the ball the entire time, then they come out with 2 short passes like that. It can be pretty effective.
Correction, Prettyman. Not Perryman, like I said. Yeah. So Prettyman with another first down for the Cubs. As they're almost in the goal line here. Keeps it himself,
Like
but a flag on the play. I think that was a false start. Illegal shift.
Those are drive killers. You got to cut those out.
There was confusion on that.
The coach is not going to be happy with that.
So a 5-yard penalty Puts the Cubs back on the 17-yard line.
First and 15 for the Cubs.
Crookshank hands off to Emershai. Emershai finds a hole, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Anderson.
That was an outstanding
Wow.
run.
So a couple penalties on that drive, but they're still able to find a way to even the score here, or hopefully even the score.
As impressive as that drive was, the offensive line did their job on that, and they're the ones that paved the way to that touchdown.
So the Cubs answer right back with the touchdown of their own.
That was just a thing of beauty.
So the kicker for Anderson, we cannot find his number, so as soon as they announce who he is, we'll let you guys know. But Scott Hearn to hold. It's up, and that's a good kick there. No good. It would missed left.
I think we're in for a pretty exciting game if it keeps up like this. Two very explosive offenses.
That's my son, Lawrence Alsens. Number 14. Almost didn't think he was going to do PhD.
So that was Lawrence Alsens with the kick.
This is going to be a dogfight, I can just tell it.
Lawrence Alsens, number 32, with the kick there. The 5'10", 165-pound senior. Misses just left. So a 7-6 here ball game.
There's a birthday in the crowd.
They just announced a birthday. Shout out. 7:07 here to go in the first quarter. Both teams score on their opening drive. Hotby breaks a couple of tackles on the return.
Hotby broke about 3 or 4 tackles on that. That was a very successful run.
Out to about the 24-yard line. So the Spartans back on O.
And they're going to want to continue where they left off last time.
That was huge there for Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
To score right there on their first drive.
When your defense gets scored on the first possession, you really want to just come back and get some back on that. Didn't get all of them, but they're close.
That handoff up the middle. Not much there. Taken down by a bunch of Cubs. Picks up 2 on the play. About 1.5.
That was a monster hit by Scott Hearn.
That was big.
He just leveled him.
2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. Shotgun, man in motion. Catch made by Hopey. I feel like we're going to be calling his name a lot tonight.
Oh yeah, he's a big, fast receiver.
And returner too.
Oh yeah.
He's gotten most of the touches tonight.
He did a great job of catching that when he knew the contact was coming.
So
you got to think that's one of the hardest things about playing football.
Power I formation. Up the middle for 5. Kyle Case gets 5 yards on that run.
Spartans have 2 backs that they like to run. Kyle Case is their speedy tailback, and then they run Brandon Ragone as their fullback.
So in the shotgun again, the Spartans. Looking to throw deep here. Airs it out to Hopey, but bounces off of his hands there.
He's going to wish he had that one back. That went right off his hands. That was a beautiful throw by Sandow.
Sandow threw that one a little short. So 3rd and 5 here for the Spartans. on their second drive of the game.
That wasn't fooling anybody. The defense was all over that from the get-go.
Gulliford with the carry. Not much there. Third and about, fourth down. So 4th and 4 for the Spartans.
So we're going to see the first punt of the game.
So Red Bluff is going to take a timeout here with 4:53 to go in the first quarter.
There must have been some confusion on the sidelines for that. It's pretty early for calling a timeout.
We're still trying to figure out these rosters, get the numbers right. We apologize if we're slacking a bit on the delay. Emershai back to return the punt. Good kick there. And they're going to watch that go into about the 8-yard line.
That's exactly what the Spartans wanted on that. Pin them inside their own 10.
So Crookshank with 4:44 here to go in the first quarter. Going to look to build off that last drive.
It'll be interesting to see if they can do it. You know, they want to take the lead on this possession. Now we get to see what the Spartan defense is made of.
Quick handoff up the middle to Emershai. Good for about 3 or 4. Jeremiah Emershai, the 5'8", 150-pound senior. Not a big guy, but definitely a threat in the backfield, a powerful runner, very quick. We're going to be calling his name a lot tonight as well.
Thing about those guys who aren't exactly big in stature, they're big in heart.
Crookshank with the option. Not much there.
Defense did a good job of covering that up.
So 3rd and about 6 for the Cubs. Anderson with 2 receivers out to the right side. One in motion, Crookshank in the shotgun. Takes a high snap across the middle. Just out of the reach of Prettyman.
Crookshank's going to want that back.
So
Prettyman was there to hit, but he just didn't get to him in time.
The pass was behind him also, so the Cubs are going to punt.
That's exactly what the Spartans wanted. They're going to get the ball around the 50 and possibly run it back to as close as the 30.
Red Bluff receiver number 24. His name is not listed here on the roster, so we will fix that as soon as we are able to. Wow, he's going to punch his way through a bunch of Cubs tacklers. Picks up an additional 5 yards, just shaking and breaking the tacklers there. That was a nice run.
It was a nice run. Now the offense has an opportunity to do something special on this next possession. The pep band here is playing the Rocky theme. It's getting me pumped.
Oh, yeah. 3:12 left to go in the first quarter. Pitch there. Stopped by Scott Hearn.
That was an excellent tackle by Hearn.
Read that play very well.
Oh, yeah.
Able to bring him down for a 6-yard loss.
He was with that from the very beginning.
So 2nd and 15 now for the Spartans. Only one receiver. Sandow in the shotgun talking to his team there. They line up in the single back. Power I. A quick pass. Over to Hopi. He's going to break it before being dragged down at the 15. So good for a first down.
That was sneaky. The defense is probably thinking, they only have one receiver out. They're not going to him.
The quick pass to White Hopi is good for about 20 yards. 1st and 10 for the Spartans on the Cubs' 16-yard line. Quick handoff there to Gulliford. Down to the 10-yard line.
Should get forward progress on that.
So 2nd and 5 for the Spartans. So not much there on that carry.
Very manageable.
That was number 32 for the Spartans, but no 32 listed here on their roster.
Thank you, Max Preps.
We're going to have to put the blame for this one on them. So as soon as we can make corrections to this roster, we will. Quick pass over the middle. In for the score for Red Bluff. Touchdown. Sandow's pass there to number 9, Levi Culp.
This Spartans team is very senior-oriented. All their key players seem to be seniors, so they're ready to have some success here.
So that's 2 possessions, 2 scores there for the Spartans. Connor Ross to attempt the extra point. Knocks that one through. It'll be 14-6 here for the visiting Red Bluff Spartans. 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Do you think one of the keys to the success of this Red Bluff Spartans team is that all these players are so familiar with Cody Hine? They came up with him as their JV head coach.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think that they're pretty comfortable with him.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube and youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine on a wonderful Friday night here in Anderson, California. The smoke from the Mendocino fires has lifted for now. It's a clear night. About 86 degrees I'm looking at right here. With a nice breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Feels great.
Feels great, especially with how hot it was today.
It's a quick kick right there. What looked like almost an onside kick.
Do you think that was an onside kick that they tried? That'd be sneaky.
So here comes the Cubs, led by quarterback Jason Cruikshank. Scoring on their first drive off of a big run.
They responded last time. Let's see if they can get some points back again here.
Quick handoff there, finds a hole. Moves his way to about the 46-yard line.
That was a powerful run. Took 3 defenders to take him down.
46-yard line. Pick up a 6. Bring up second down and 4. Initial stop was by Tucker Gilliford.
That was Angelo Allegretto on the carry.
And Tucker Gilliford with the stop.
Crookshank fumbles that snap, able to fall on it just in time. So they lose 2. 3rd down and 6 now for the Cubs at the end of the first quarter. So Red Bluff on top, 14-6.
Very entertaining first quarter of football. We'll be lucky if it continues this way. It's really entertaining.
It's very nice to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to buy your 50-50 raffle tickets. Help support athletics here at Anderson High School. Win half the money collected tonight. Big crowd, should be a large pop tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for the halftime show. I'll be reading scores from around the league here in Northern California, as well as talking about some of these plays here that we've seen so far in the first quarter and what is going to be coming at us here in the second quarter.
There have been some very impressive plays so far in this game. There's been some sneaky runs and some really nice throws that have been made. Both teams are showing that they can get it done on both in the ground and in the air.
I don't think anybody saw that quarterback keeper by Crookshank.
That's going to be pass interference.
Pass intended for Prettyman, broken up, but there's a flag on the play. Randy Bloom, number 6, in for the Cubs.
Yes,
Yeah, that was a pass interference. So that'll be a first down.
That's just a discipline thing. They'll get better at that as the season goes on. This is just Red Bluff's second game of the season.
So first down for the Cubs on the 34-yard line. Crookshank passes to Tristan Smith just over the reach and out of bounds.
That was just overthrown. The defender did a good job of distracting number 2.
That was a good look, though.
Yeah, it was a good look.
I think they need to try passing more, although the running game is working out just fine.
Yeah, it's hard to say what they should do. They've been pretty successful in both aspects. Sorry for my stutter.
It's okay, man. You're doing fine.
Got a flag on the play.
Emershai, the carrier, gets about 5, but a flag.
I think it's got to be.
So that might move him back. So that'll bring the Cubs back. False start.
Number 2, Tristan Smith, is back in the game.
It'll be interesting to see how these guys do, their receivers.
Yeah, the receivers seem like they're poised to have a breakout game. Just a matter of Crookshank hitting them.
They do run the ball a lot.
It's a matter of keeping your head in the game and being ready when your name is called.
Receiver in motion in the shotgun formation. Crookshank, quick pass out to Prettyman, shakes a defender. Gets it back to about the 32-yard line, so they pick 7 back up. So a third down and about 8 for the Cubs.
See, that was a nice play. It wasn't flashy, but it got the job done.
Blue gets to about the 32-yard line. Bring up third down and a long 8.
Now let's see what the Cubs can do on 3rd and long.
Quarterback keeper again. Taken down at about the 30, so 4th and 6 for the Cubs on the quarterback option.
Do you think they go for this, or do you think they kick it away?
I say they go for it.
They're at the point where if they kick it, it'll probably go into the end zone, and it'll end up on the 20 anyway.
It'll be a good confidence booster for this offense, who hasn't had much scoring success this season. It'll be nice to see them if they can pick this up here.
Yeah, this touchdown they scored on their first drive, that was their first touchdown of the season.
Emershai in motion. Crookshank's going to throw it deep. Caught by Emershai for a Anderson touchdown. How about that?
That'll be a confidence booster. That was an outstanding throw. And
that was wonderful.
Threw that into double coverage, and the receiver still caught it.
So both of these teams come out and score on their first and second drive. We have a good game coming up ahead of us.
First and third drive, one by the run and one by the throw. These are two versatile teams. That was outstanding.
Emershai in motion, splitting the backfield, making a catch over the Red Bluff defender. In for the score. That was fantastic.
That was fun to watch.
So 12-14, Anderson with the score, looking to even it up. They will go for 2 here. Crookshank, a quick handoff up the middle, and it looks like they're going to be just short. That was great.
As great as a player that was, they need to get these extra points. Those could very easily come back to haunt them.
Yeah, later on deep in the fourth quarter.
In the case of that one, though, they were going for the 2-point conversion. I think they wanted to tie it. They didn't want to be down by 1. But since it wasn't successful, they're down by 2.
You know, we're so high up and so far back that we're having trouble reading some of these numbers also.
Well, I'd say we got a shootout on our hands.
Oh, yeah. We are PlayOnSports.com. Matt Mellinger, Adam Levine here. Our production crew, Justin Barney on the camera. And Matt Zarchin, our producer, bringing you guys the wonderful graphics you see, along with the score. Good job, gentlemen. We're having fun up here on top of the press box.
Not someplace I ever expected to be, but this is fun.
Oh, yeah, this is great up here. Lawrence Allsens with the kick. Put a flag on the play.
Looks like we're doing it again.
Yeah, 14 is Allsens. 32 is Arturo Gomez.
See, we have here.
Lawrence is 14. Wide receiver, safety, kicker.
Quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back.
Yeah. Quarterback.
Yeah.
Plays like 6 different positions.
Yeah.
Probably the only one listed as a position player.
So these rosters are jacked up. But we're doing our best. Nice kick there.
That worked out well for the Cubs.
That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Spartans on their own 20-yard line.
See if the Spartans can continue their explosive offense, or will the Cubs be able to get a stop here?
You know, it's fun. I hear myself competing with the announcer down there.
Gentlemen, there was a black purse found out in the parking lot. You go to the ticket booth and can identify
Is that black purse yours, Matt?
The black purse is not mine. It's actually Justin Barney's, our cameraman. He's looking at us going, right, I forgot it.
The PA announcer just announced that there was a black purse found at the parking lot. I'm giving Matt some grief, and he's passing it on to Justin.
Dylan Milton with the carry. Picks up 4 on the play. It's the first time we've called his name tonight. The 5'11", 200-pound senior.
Mitch Fox ball carry. He picks up 5, bring up second 5 for the Spartans.
Second and 5 with 9 minutes and 17 seconds left in this game.
Sandow's pass. Good over the middle. He's going to break it. But dragged down at about the 40-yard line. Mitch Fox with a good catch and run.
This Spartans team has a lethal combination of a quarterback with a great arm, great feet, and wide receivers with some great hands and great feet.
Good on that option, too.
Oh, yeah.
A dual threat. Nice job there by Garrett Sandow.
And Mitch Fox.
The clock starts running again, as the referee indicates. Milton again, the carrier.
This offense definitely likes to switch it up. You very rarely see them run the same play twice.
This is the pro-style offense you were talking about earlier.
If you're wondering why it seems like something you might see on Sunday morning,
Oh, yeah, I cannot wait.
that's why.
Football's back. and in
Packers,
full
Niners.
swing. 2 receivers to the left. 2 in the backfield here for the Spartans.
Cody Dimerath, ball carry. He'll get the first down all the way down to the
Cody Demarath
27.
with the carry
First down for the Spartans.
is actually number 32.
Cody is
Not
just a bull.
31.
He dragged a few defenders a few yards with him.
So Spartans with the 1st and 10. Another quick pass again
That was a very nice first
to
down.
Hobie. Brought down around the 5-yard line. So nice catch and run.
Sandow's pass was completed out to Wyatt Houtley. He gets all the way down inside the 1-yard line.
What were you saying? I apologize. I cut you off.
And that'll be a 1st and inches for goal with 7 minutes and 51 seconds remaining.
Nice job. Nice play-by-play there.
I'm a dual threat.
Yeah, you are. And we'll see where they spot that. They call it a touchdown.
Touchdown, Red Bluff.
So Red Bluff showing no mercy.
At this rate, team who scores 100 first wins.
Was that a touchdown or no?
Yes, they called it a touchdown. Seeing as the field goal team is coming on.
So Sandow gonna hold. Connor Ross gonna kick for the Spartans. And that one is good. Connor Ross doing his thing, kicking those extra points.
Connor Ross is having himself a game.
7:47 here to go in the first half.
Score, Red Bluff 21, Anderson 12.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but is also the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events and all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. It lives here with us, Adam. We are having a fun time here tonight. Trying to get this roster puzzle solved. so we can have a decently called game by the two of us. Amateur broadcasters.
I am digging this pet band just down to the left, down to our left.
Oh, yeah. Emershai and Hearn back to receive for the Cubs. Ross's kick is up and long. They're going to start from about their 8-yard line. Emershai finds a hole, and it's him all alone with the kicker, and he's going to go all the way. Woo-hoo-hoo! In for the touchdown off the kickoff return, Jeremiah Emershai.
And there's a flag on the play. Let's hope that doesn't bring that back.
What a great run.
Oh, that was a fantastic run. Those are always really exciting to see.
I think that was something after the play. I don't think that was a flag for blocking the back or anything. So that's going to stand. Emershai limping off the field a little bit, it looks like. Or just trying to catch his breath. Wow, that was
Cubs,
awesome.
That really that gives you some adrenaline.
That was great. So 18-21 here.
It'll be interesting to see if they go for 1 or 2 on this.
I say go for 2. That would be the smart play here. Bring it to within 1 or just stay at 3 down. $7:30 to go in the first half. And quite an action-packed game we've had here tonight. Yeah, they're going to go for 2.
This has just been an action-packed game.
That's funny. My son who kicked originally is going to be the holder this time.
All Sens is going to hold. Kick is up and it's good. So 19-21.
That was just a line drive. He got that one good.
So wow.
We're seeing a very well-matched inter-league matchup.
This is a crazy game.
Oh, yeah.
Numbers mixed up, runs, passes.
Tonight we have the Anderson Cubs competing out of the Northern League and the Red Bluff Spartans competing out of the Eastern League. Both leagues fall under the category of the Northern section.
That is correct.
It's always fun to see these interleague matchups because they don't happen every year.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. So great job there by Anderson. Emershai with a great return. Goes about 92 yards on the return. Oscar Aguirre, the kick. Oh, he finds a hole of his own. And he's going to score right back. That's 2.
Take that to the house.
That's 2.
You don't see
Kickoff
that very
returns
often.
for touchdowns. Wow, unbelievable.
Back-to-back kickoff returns for touchdowns. That's just got to be like a punch in the gut for the Cubs coverage. Get a fantastic return for a touchdown, then you give one right back. That's got to hurt.
That was number 34, Alex Hagan, on a nice return of his own for a touchdown, 27-19. Red Bluff in the lead with a chance to make it 28-19.
And Folks, we have had 3 touchdowns in less than a minute.
The kick's good and through. 28-19 with 7:18 remaining here in the second quarter.
We have ourselves a shootout.
Oh, wow.
A lot of times you'll be happy to see 28 points in a game, and there's still 7 minutes left.
We're going to go down at halftime and get this roster situation settled once and for all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The cameraman next to us said this game is starting to look like a college game, and I couldn't agree more. So Emershai and Hearn back to receive for the Cubs.
Now will we see a third kick return for a touchdown?
That'd be unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever seen that
If
before.
we see that, we're hitting the casino on the way home. So that is just some luck right there. That is awesome if that would happen.
It's an omen.
Back deep for the Cubs will be Scott Hearn and Jeremiah Emershai.
Our production crew doing a very good job. Mr. Zarchin and Mr. Barney. Connor Ross set to kick for the Spartans. Quick squib kick. Covered almost immediately by number 1, Joe Santone.
Those squib kicks don't get as much distance as a normal kick, but they make it almost impossible for a return.
I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, they don't want to risk another one.
So no third touchdown and no trip to the casino. That got a chuckle from our producer, Mr. Zarchin, doing a very good job. 7:18 to go here in the first half. In what has been a crazy game, to say the least. Not much there for the handoff.
That even lost a few yards.
Emershai gets stuffed almost immediately, losing a yard, so a 2nd down and 11 for the Cubs. Cubs in the blue and gold uniforms, Red Bluff in the white and green, forest green.
It's getting quite windy out here today.
Quarterback option. Looks like he pulled it back out of the grip of his running back there and took it out to about the 28 or 29 yard line. Did you see that? It looks like he...
Yeah, he said, nope, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, he goes, give that back. I'm going to keep it myself. Jason Crookshank on the quarterback option. Pulling the ball back from his running back.
Another 3rd and long situation. It'll be interesting to see if they can convert this.
Emershai in motion. The snap to Crookshank. Quick pass to Scott Hearn.
It looks like they're going to end up just short on that.
We'll see where they spot it, but maybe just short. Nope, they're going to move the chains. So 1st down for the Cubs. On the catch and run by Scott Hearn.
I think the difference in these offenses is that the Cubs offense, they like to grind it out, whereas you see some more risky but also more bigger plays that come from the Spartans.
And I think it comes down to that offense. They run a pro-style offense.
The pro-style offense, you're going to see a lot more risky plays. Got to have a lot of faith in your receivers when you run that offense.
So that was encroachment on the Spartans. So that'll move the ball to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 5 for the Cubs. Emershai, the handoff, finds a hole. Gets a 1st down, a 12-yard run there.
Boy, we're saying Emershai's name a lot. I think he's a workhorse for this team.
Oh, yeah. He likes to run the ball. So far, he is the player of game.
The Cubs like to give him the ball, and he's all too happy to take it.
He's happy to accept it. 5:10 remaining here in the second quarter. At halftime, during the halftime show, I will be reading you guys scores from around the league, as well as going over some of this crazy action thus far. And a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be a delay of game on the Anderson Cubs. So that'll march them right back to about the 46.
Delay of game, the indication against Anderson now backing up 5 yards. Ball will be their own 46.
That's just simple clock awareness when it gets down that low. You have 3 timeouts left. You need to feel free to use one of them.
Crookshank with the fake handoff is going to run through the middle, shedding a couple tackles.
He just made that up and then some.
So a 2nd and 3.
Crookshank isn't afraid to take it and run with it. He's not afraid of some contact.
Excuse me, 2nd and 4.
Kyle Case making the stop.
Way to get those yards back after that delay of game.
Yep.
So you were right. As the season progresses, these are simple mistakes that they'll work out, these kinks. Up the middle. Emershai doing his thing. Picks up another first down. Another 10 yards or so on the carry.
That was a fantastic carry. He took a gnarly hit from Jamie Gonzalez,
He's
number 30.
Truly is. The epitome of a hard worker, fast runner, agile guy.
Yep.
Crookshank's pass just out of the reach of Scott Hearn.
Scott Hearn is definitely his favorite receiver.
That was a good look there by Crookshank.
With how often they're going to him, you just got the feeling that they're gonna connect for a big one eventually.
Right. No, yeah, definitely. That was a great look there. I'm enjoying this band.
Yeah, this
At
is
last
a great
week's game,
band.
the band was on the other side of the press booth from us.
It's taking me back to my high school days.
Shotgun,
Fairfield
Crookshank
Falcons.
gets rid of it just in time. Oh!
That went right through his hands.
The pass for Emershai just out of the reach of him. It looks like he could have gotten a hand on it, but just a little too much there. Wide open. Not a guy within 5 yards of him.
Have another 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 for the Cubs.
One thing we know is that the Cubs aren't afraid of those. They've converted on 3 or 4 of those today.
They're baby bears. They better not be scared of stuff like that.
You got 3.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Still plenty of time for some scoring.
So they will take a smart timeout here with 3:30 remaining in the second quarter.
I like that timeout. They weren't quite sure of what they were doing.
Yeah, that was a good
You
call.
got 3 timeouts, might as well use them.
Settle the guys down.
Yep.
If you'd like to see a replay of tonight's game, PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com will have it online tomorrow.
There's a shout out from the announcer. Reminding you guys you can watch this game again tomorrow on PlayOnSports.com in the archives. Scroll down the page and click the page numbers until you see us here.
It'll say Anderson at, or Red Bluff at Anderson.
Really? Is that what game we're doing right now?
What, you thought we were in Chico?
I'm just kidding, buddy. We made a nice little drive from Chico today. Listening to some country music, having fun. So 3rd and 10 here for the Cubs. Emershai in motion. Crookshank from the shotgun. Looks downfield, finds him.
Looks like he's going to be just short on that.
Brandon Prettyman with the catch. So it'll be a 4th and short, about 2 or 3.
You got to think they're going to go for
And
it on
again,
this
yeah,
one.
absolutely, why not? So a couple short of the first down. We'll see what Crookshank and the Cubs can do here. I like his lime green shoes. Those are really...
Yeah, they definitely stand out.
And it looks like Red Bluff is going to take a timeout here.
Timeout called by Red Bluff.
And smart to do so.
I've heard of freezing the kicker, but is there such thing as freezing the quarterback?
I think that's what just happened. Be sure to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. We will go over some of the craziness from this game so far, as well as tell you folks the scores from around the section.
Also a reminder, Measure C will be on the ballot coming up in November. Looking to build a new ag facility here in Anderson.
So it looks like he's going to be just short. We'll see where they spot it, but
2 minutes and 51 seconds. This Spartan offense is going to be very happy about their field position. They got plenty of time to march it downfield and score again.
so Crookshank and the boys unable to convert that fourth down. It'll be Red Bluff ball on their own 25-yard line. Toss to number 2. Gets all the way out to the 40, but a flag on the play. This is Mike Stone, the 5'8", 160-pound running back. On the quick toss. But the flag on the play.
Illegal block, might have been a chop block maybe.
So that'll bring him back to about the 20-yard line. 2:45 remaining here in the first half.
I really love how well Garrett Sandow is running this offense. He goes up there and he takes command over his offense, and that's one great thing that you want to see in a quarterback.
Mitch Fox and Ryan Hotby, excuse me. Pardon me. His two main threats as receivers.
Still first down. Be first and long for Red Bluff.
He's going to pass.
He airs this one out.
Just out of the reach of Mitch Fox. So that'll bring up a second and about 22 or 3.
That was just a spectacular throw. Just great coverage by the defense.
I see on the scoreboard it says PlayOnSports.com. Watch the game tomorrow.
Haha.
That's us, boys. Very nice of Anderson and Red Bluff to let us be here to watch their game tonight. Very nice hosts. We are up here on top of the press box. Hopefully not making too much noise.
It's a football game. If you're not making noise, you're not doing your job.
Mike Stone again on the carry. Gets a quick pitch, able to pick up about 18 or 19 on that carry.
That's exactly what you want to do. You want to pick up some yardage and make it third and manageable. It'll be 3rd and 8. Still plenty of time left in this half with 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
I'm just taking this all in. I'm having a great time.
Fantastic way to spend a Friday evening.
Absolutely.
It's your favorite word.
It is. Sandow in the shotgun. Looking to throw here on 3rd and long. Targets Hopi, able to complete the pass to about the 40-yard line. And that'll be a first and a lot.
Great throw, even better catch. Hope he caught that with a man on his back. Shows a lot of strength.
Great pass by Sandow.
Oh, yeah. Kid's definitely got an arm on him.
We talked to his brother earlier before the game who was scouting for the JV team.
Yeah, he's actually one of the coaches for the freshman football team at Red Bluff High School.
So he was up there chatting with us. Proud big brother.
Who wouldn't be? His little brother's the starting quarterback of the varsity team.
Oh, yeah.
We got a flag on it.
4 receivers on the left side.
Gotta think that's an illegal formation.
Looks like a quick pass, and it looks like they were going to, again, throw it downfield after the quick pass out to them with a few guys to block. I've seen that before. Yeah, I think they're going to flag him for trying to pass.
It's a pretty strange formation, but it didn't work out for him. Good thought, though.
So that'll move him back to the 45-yard line. Minute 32 remaining here in the first half. We are nestled in Anderson, California. We had a good look at Mount Shasta to the north and Mount Lassen here directly east of us earlier.
This great city of Anderson is just south of Reading, about an hour and 10 minutes north of Chico.
Sandow's pass to Fox completed.
Completed out to Mitch Fox. Scott Hearn making the stop.
To about the 34-yard line, so a 3rd and about 4
Third down and
here for the Spartans. Spartans of Red Bluff.
ball just inside.
Clock ticking with 53 to go. Sandow in the shotgun. Nice pass protection. Oh, just out of the fingertips.
That was great coverage by the Cubs defense.
Bounces off the hands of Fox.
Sandow's pass incomplete. Intended for Mitch Fox. Jeremiah Emershine breaking that pass up.
So 4th and 4, but a flag comes out.
Now the penalty
Looks
flag
like the
coming in.
Red Bluff coach is jawing a bit with the sideline ref.
Yeah, he didn't like something that he said.
If he's not the head coach, that's probably why the flag came.
So that'll turn their 4th and 4 into about a 4th and 14. Oh, never mind. Just a sideline warning. And some Red Bluff fans not liking that one.
Red Bluffs fans they're well represented here.
Yeah, nice turnout
The
tonight.
visiting bleachers are almost full.
Nice turnout by both teams. Fans,
Makes
parents.
for a great atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about.
Fourth down and 4.
So 4th and 4 for the Spartans. Sandow's quick handoff to Cody Demarath.
Cody Demerath, the ball carrier. He'll get the first down just inside the 30-yard
So they're going to spot that at about the 29-yard line.
That was a great.
So
great
gets
run.
the first down.
keeps the drive alive. They're gonna want to score here because they have to give the ball back to the Cubs after half.
Backing the Cubs into a corner here, known as the red zone. 20 seconds and counting. Looks to throw deep here. Sandow. Pass intended for
It's a flag on the
Hopi. There's
play.
going to be a flag for pass interference. The cornerback there, Tristan Smith.
For Wyatt Outby, out there on the coverage was Tristan Smith. A late flag comes in.
I think Smith was touching him a little bit there or blocking him from turning around to find that ball in the air.
The defender has to keep his body turned facing the ball. He can't not make a play on the ball.
Just put the ball in the hole.
You have to play the ball, not the man.
That is true. Football 101. 13 seconds remaining. We'll take a quick break at halftime and then bring you guys our half game show here just before the start of the third quarter.
We have a timeout called by the Cubs.
So Anderson's going to take a timeout here.
Defense must have not liked something that they saw. Coach wanted to talk it over a little bit.
That's a good timeout call right there. 13 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Jason Crookshank with those awesome cleats that I can see from up here. The neon green cleats.
I think he wants to be seen.
I got to tell you right now, I am very impressed with the way Anderson's come out and played here in the first half.
Oh, both teams have just been extremely impressive. Both offenses, that is. Defenses they could use a little bit of work, but I'm sure they'll get better after half.
Anderson looking to get their first win. Down by 9. Sandow's pass completed for a touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown Fox.
To Mitch Fox.
Mitch Fox is just the man.
So Red Bluff able to do damage here late in the first half. 8 seconds left. Touchdown pass to Mitch Fox on the quick out.
With this offense that Red Bluff runs, it's almost pick your poison. Run or pass. They're effective at both.
That pro-style offense certainly looking like it here tonight.
Yep.
So Red Bluff with the chance to make it 35-19. Connor Ross's kick is good. And that's good because they're going to be giving the ball right back to Anderson here in the second half. So 8 seconds left. Look for a quick squib kick.
Hopefully take some time off.
Just run the clock down. Maybe get a snap in for Anderson and hit the locker room.
Both teams have some things to talk about during the half.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly pertaining to defense. A lot of you at home might be noticing that the Anderson Cubs are playing a lot of the same players on offense and defense. That's something that you see a lot in high school football, a lot of two-way players. And especially with this Anderson team, because their team only has 26 players total. That's a little more than half of what you're allowed to have on your team.
You know, that's where conditioning is going to come into play.
Yeah, this team's going to
especially late in the second half. You're going to have a bunch of tired guys or not tired guys, depending on how they condition. Keeping guys fresh. Quick squib kick. Taken by Prettyman. So that takes 2 off the clock. So 6 seconds left here in the first half.
There's some time here for a last-second shot downfield. Or would you just take a knee and take it to half?
I say go for it.
I'd go for it, too.
Throw a bomb.
Down by 16, might as well.
But that might be a reason why I'm not coaching and I'm broadcasting instead. So Crookshank looking to get something going with 6 seconds here from the shotgun. Emershai in motion. He's going to keep it himself to the 50-yard line. The timer is done. Tripped up there around the 45-yard line.
And And that's going to be halftime.
So that'll do it for the first half. Stay tuned. We will have the halftime show coming up before kickoff.
.3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
This is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting into Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own. Shoots and scores. Bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter steps under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Imperial, on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing, and as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up to Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh, my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh, boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve. Championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity. Look for Wallace. No, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace. No better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
To the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved. down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dylan, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dylan goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection. As I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away from the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember, they were up 35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a classic.
Although they have no timeouts, they'll get the ball on the sideline, try to set something up. They can get a couple dribbles and a shot.
I tell you what, that was a gutsy call there by Coach Aguiar. Oh, what a shot! I tell you what, Javier Kirksey, from well beyond the three-point mark, takes the inbound pass, throws it up off the glass, and nails a three. And you've got the finish to this Cinderella story as the Ridgeview Wolfpack win the Division III boys title 43-40. And what
Caroline Martin to serve. Is 3rd time the charm for Palo Alto. Martin over, dug by Irvin. Lauren, backside, Bedard Ghani, long, and that's the ball game. And Palo Alto comes from behind. They were down 13-8 in Game 5. They win it 17-15.
Koenig, who will continue to play baseball at the next level. He is going to Central Arizona. About 45 minutes outside Phoenix.
Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you live in Anderson, California at Bob Reed Stadium. I'm Matt Mellinger alongside Adam Levine. And our halftime score is 35-19 with the visiting Red Bluff Spartans in control of this one.
This has been a great, outstanding, such a fun game to watch. Both offenses just running on all cylinders right now. The defense just needs to work a little bit harder to get a few stops, and the scoring should slow down if that happens, but if not, it's going to be a shootout, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Crookshank and Sandow, both of our quarterbacks,
having outstanding games.
It's crazy. I was just going to say, both controlling the game, both on the passing end and running end, too.
Both in such different ways, too. Crookshank does it both with his arm and his feet. He's not afraid to run with it. He kind of seems like a Robert Griffin III light kind of player in that aspect, whereas Sandow, he's more of a field general. He tells his people where to be, and they get there, and he gets them the ball when they need it.
And both guys able to take the ball themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Without any hesitation. Some scores from around the league up here in Northern California. PV on top of Las Plumas 28-0 as they scored with 4 seconds left in the half. Kind of like Red Bluff did here for this game. Scored late. CV beating Orland 13-7 at the half. CV with 239 total yards in the game, with 163 of those coming from on the ground. Paradise leads Sonora SoCal 21-7 at half. WV 10 and Enterprise 7 at the half. Brad Woods and Austin Holabaugh with TDs and WV with a 29-yard field goal. Something we haven't seen yet. Here in this game, we haven't seen a field goal attempt.
Neither teams needed it. They just put it in the touchdown, put it in the end
yeah,
zone.
they've handled it on their own accord. Shasta beating Eureka 21-0, and Placer loses to Foothill 42-14.
The one that stands out to me right there is the PV game. They struggled last week, but it's good to see them doing well in this game and on their way to a win.
That was a game we were supposed to cover tonight.
I think we got a bit more of exciting of a game.
Oh, yeah. Glad it played out the way it did. So our production crew here, Justin Barney, our cameraman, doing his thing. What's up? Great job. Harrison Matthew Potato Zarchin, our producer. And we are just about set for kickoff here in the second half. Kind of regretting not getting a hot dog at halftime, to be honest with you.
They have some pretty good hot dogs here.
It's too busy looking up the score. Scores from around the league.
We were very busy during halftime.
So there you see Anderson getting their legs warm.
That's really important when you go into the locker room. Your legs tighten up without a proper warm down, so some lactic acid can build up. It's really important to get in even a small warm up before the action gets started, because you don't want cramps.
If I'm the Anderson coach, I'm telling these guys in the locker room at halftime, settle down.
Yes.
You're down by 2 scores. Well, 3 technically, but they're still completely in this game. We have a lot of football left to play. If I'm the Red Bluff coach, I'm saying, hey, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep pounding.
Keep doing what you're doing. Just defense needs to tighten up a little bit, but if their offense continues the way they've been playing, it's not going to be a problem for them. For Anderson, they just need to cut out the silly penalties. Those 2 pass interference calls on them really, really hurt them.
You know, Tucker Goliford in the backfield for Red Bluff. Mitch Fox, a good threat.
Oh yeah, they have 4 deadly threats coming from that offense. Actually, I'd even say 5. We saw Levi Culp with a touchdown earlier in the game. He wasn't someone that we were.
The 6-foot, 185-pound
big guy
making his presence felt.
Yep. You probably read an article from a Reading-based website that didn't say he was one of the key factors of this team and said, hey, pay attention to me. I'm pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So the guys getting set here to go.
It's going to be Anderson.
Start this third quarter. Connor Ross with quite a leg, I must say.
Both teams look very ready to get this back underway.
Emershai and Hearn back to receive the opening kickoff, along with Randy Bloom, number 6, who's had a few carries here tonight. So we are underway. Another quick squib. Played by Lawrence Alsons.
That wasn't quite the effect that they wanted the squib kick to have. The goal of the squib kick is to pretty much eliminate any sort of return.
Yeah, he was able to pick that up and run for about 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, but the coverage did a great job of stopping him regardless. He didn't get much on that at all.
He did a nice job of spinning off that one tackle.
Yeah,
he was able to
broke
get a
one
couple more
tackle
yards.
really well, but there was 2 more defenders right there.
So Jason Crookshank, quick pass over the middle, intended for Prettyman, unable to connect.
That was a good idea, just a little bit of miscommunication as to when that throw was going to come.
Looks like he threw it behind him just a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit. They'll be sure to talk about that one.
2nd and 10 from the Cubs' own 36-yard line. Crookshank with the option, able to bounce off a defender there and take it himself. Dodging what would be tacklers, able to run his way to about the 46-yard line, so he picks up about 8 or 9 on that play.
This kid is fearless and he has some legs on him. I'm calling him a kid. He's actually bigger than I am, but.
And he's going to get the first down. It looks like he almost got taken down in the backfield, able to find a way out of that one and
scrambled good out of that.
March on. Nice job there by Jason Crookshank. So Cubs looking like they're fired up here on their first drive of the second half.
Those neon cleats, I can't take my eyes off of them.
Emershai takes the handoff.
Got a penalty on the play.
And there's a flag. But he gets a couple there, Jeremiah Emershai.
Let's see what the flag is for. That's going to hurt. That's what we talked about earlier. Got to cut out the silly penalties. That was holding on the offense.
You know, instead of getting 5 yards, they're going to lose 10. So.
Yep. Coach isn't going to be happy with that.
Also, if you're the running back who has a nice run like that.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that. Takes away what you worked for.
Come on, man. So 2 receivers lined up in each side. Crookshank. Pass over the middle for Prettyman. Out to the 50-yard line, so they pick up almost 14 of that penalty yards back.
That was
those
a really
penalty yards.
well-designed play. That got back a good chunk of what they lost on the flag.
That confused me. It looked like they were going to pass to the guy running the inside route, but instead it went over him.
As well.
Nice deception play there.
Yep. I think it caught the defense off guard a little bit.
Those Cubs are smart. I'm telling you. Tristan Smith and Lawrence Alsens, the 2 receivers. But Emershai's going to take it himself, bouncing it through the middle. And he's going to find himself all the way down at the 26-yard line. And a first down and more.
That was a fantastic run by number 28, Emershai.
That kid is incredible.
He is incredible. He's not very big, but
man, is he
plays
fast.
bigger than he is. He is fast.
Finds a hole there and takes it right up the middle to the 27-yard line of the Spartans.
You don't want to unfairly compare any of these kids to any pros, but that reminds me of Darren Sproles for the Saints.
Just quick and
quick
up the
little
middle.
guy gets up the field.
Is that going to be intercepted?
There's a catch. Tie goes to the offense.
Wow. Tristan Smith battling cornerback Wyatt Hotby. 2 guys' names we've called a lot.
I think
fighting for that ball. That was incredible.
I think I said that he was going to hook up with Tristan Smith eventually.
Oh, yeah.
He's been,
and he does in a big way.
He's been trying to go downfield to him all game.
He does in a big way.
Yep. Puts him in an excellent position to score here.
So 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Anderson looking to get back some momentum here in the third quarter.
That was a really good throw by Crookshank. Just kind of went straight through his arms. The receiver had a man on him, but he's going to wish he had that one back.
Alsens, the intended receiver, unable to pull that one in. So 2nd and 8 now for the Cubs. Smith and Alsens, the receivers. He's going to keep it himself through the middle. That confused me. I stuttered there. I was like, what are they doing? I thought that was going to be a handoff, but he kept it himself. Crookshank to the 4-yard line.
He is not afraid to improvise.
Absolutely not. So we'll see what they do here. If they are unable to convert or get a touchdown now, it'll be 4th and short. But will they kick it? I don't know.
Crookshank is a very smart quarterback.
If you're the coach, I'm saying, hey, let's get it in now and not have to kick the field goal.
But at the same time, you got to take the points. You don't want to get 0 when you could get 3.
So Crookshank fakes the handoff, running backwards. Able to get to about the 2-yard line. You know, if he stayed forward and didn't run backwards to try to get around that cornerback, he could have. All he had to do was cut that up inside. So
I think the view might be a little different from down there.
So we'll see what they do here.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going to call timeout. That's a good call. That's a good timeout.
They want a well-designed play. They don't want to.
But at the same time,
throw them out there.
At the same time, you're giving the defense a rest, which.
I wouldn't really so much call it a rest. I mean, they just had a 15-minute halftime, so they can't be that tired anyway. So.
Well, they're definitely putting the pressure on them here.
This defense is definitely looking to come up with a big stop here.
Well, Anderson definitely needs this score here.
Lucky fan here just won $151.
Oh, let me check my ticket. Just kidding.
I wish I was that lucky fan. Looks like a cheerleader is going to be celebrating her 16th birthday tomorrow. Big cheer from the crowd. Girl looks terribly embarrassed.
This is a great time. I feel like we're involved with the crowd even though we're high up here. But So let's see if they can convert here. Emershai with the fake handoff. Crookshank takes it in himself, and they get a crucial touchdown here.
Crookshanks is a smart quarterback.
He is. You never know what he's going to do. He's very deceptive.
You can't tell what he's going to do. A play could be going perfectly that he's supposed to throw, but if he sees a hole, he's not afraid to take it.
You know, and he had Emershai, too, in motion as a threat to take that quick handoff, and he just kept it himself. Found a hole up the middle.
If you see the hole, take it. Great play by Crookshank.
The kick there is good.
And we have ourselves a game. 35-26 Spartans.
So now a 2-possession game.
That was big for the Cubs' morale.
Absolutely.
They needed to score coming out of the half, and they did what they needed to do. Now let's see if their defense can get a big stop for them.
So both teams last season didn't have too good of a year. So this is a rivalry game, to say the least.
Yeah, only 20 minutes separates these two towns.
If that, even. It's a few exits down I-5 here in Northern California. Kyle Case is going to take that from about the 10-yard line up to about the 32-yard line. So a quick return there. That'll bring Mr. Sandow and company back onto the field here for their first drive of the second half.
They're going to want to get those 7 points back that they just gave up.
Well, I hope so.
Just a little early in the game to just play a prevent defense.
Sandow, a quick handoff. Dylan Milton gets a huge run there. 12 yards on the play. He's going to move the chains.
Milton hasn't had his name called a lot this game, but when it was called, he was ready for it. That was a big carry. Got the first down.
we were unable to get this roster issue resolved, even with the guys in the booth. So bear with us. We're doing our best to give you the right names and numbers and pronunciations. That carry there for just a few.
He battled for that few, too. He ran straight into about 5 blue shirts.
So a 2nd and 7 now for the Spartans. Sandow in the shotgun talking to his receiver on the right side closest to us. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to throw. Complete to Mitch Fox.
With the forward progression, he should have the first down.
And he does. He got it. Hey! Mitch Fox, we've talked about him all night, and he's just proven why.
This offense is just so fun to watch. You never know what they're going to do with it.
Jared Poor in motion. Handoff to Cody Demarath. Gets pushed back, but his forward progress will be at the 38-yard line.
Even with getting pushed back, he still almost got out of that and ran around
pushed,
the side.
He got pushed back almost to the line of scrimmage, and he still was on his feet.
He was fighting for that.
He was still on his feet.
He's like, I am not going down without a fight.
Poor, the lone receiver. Quick handoff right up the middle. Quick burst there by
and he is gone.
Tucker Goliford, and that's going to be a score there for Reading.
Red Bluff, not Reading.
And he had the whole time.
Yeah, he saw that opening. He took it, and he took it to the promised land.
The second he got that ball, he was almost immediately through the secondary.
Yeah, defense had no shot on that. That was just a great play.
And a hard run there. Getting some hard-earned points. 41-26, the score stands. So they're going to answer that Anderson drive.
This pro-style offense it's pretty to watch, but they're working really hard to get what they get. They never give up on a single play, and oftentimes it's opening up scoring opportunities for them.
Connor Ross's kick is good.
Connor Ross has just been solid today.
I don't think he's missed yet.
Yeah, like I said earlier, these extra points, they're not gimmies, and he's making all of them.
So 42-26, the visiting Spartans on top of the Anderson Cubs. I can't believe how much scoring we've seen tonight. This is
it's just been so much fun to watch.
68 combined points. This is nuts.
A lot of football purists would say a 3-0 game is a great game.
Yeah.
But as a fan of the game, you got to love seeing these high-scoring affairs.
Yeah, it keeps you on your feet. It keeps everybody on their feet, the crowd into it, the players, the guys working in the snack shack.
I think they're a little mad that they're working tonight, not watching the game.
We should order pizza up to the top here.
I think they're a little busy making those delicious hot dogs.
Oh, yeah. So Emershai and Hearn back to receive for the Anderson Cubs. Connor Ross is going to kick it away. And another quick squib. Bobbled there by...
They're not taking any chances with these kicks. They do not want to give them the opportunity to run one back.
And Randy Bloom is able to fall on top of it almost immediately.
Randy Bloom's getting a lot of action just falling on top of squib kicks. He's fallen on 2 or 3 of those today.
Jason Crookshank in the shotgun. Drops back. He's going to roll out. Run it back through the middle. Picks up a few before getting clobbered by that Spartan defense.
This kid loves to run.
Well, with cleats like that, I would too.
They make him look faster than he is, and he's pretty dang fast.
And he is very fast. We've seen it all night long on the keepers and the quick rollout passes.
He's keeping this defense very off balance.
I'd like to see him use Tristan Smith a lot more, though.
Yeah, he's getting Tristan Smith is getting open. It's just a matter of him being found.
Emershai to the outside. Finds a hole, and he takes it. Can he break free? Oh, and he gets pushed out of bounds around the 22-yard line.
He was about 2 steps away from being gone.
That kid is crazy.
He is fast, and he is fearless.
And he's down. That is not good. So pushed out of bounds at around the 20-yard line.
It looks like it could be a case of the cramps.
And he rolled over to his back, so at least he's not seriously hurt.
He stood up, so
we'll make sure everything's okay with his legs.
He stood up, so you know it's not anything too serious, but you never want to see something like this happen.
Especially to their best.
Oh, he's just having an outstanding game. Him and Crookshank are the heart and soul of this team. It would really hurt to lose him.
So the coaching staff and trainers running onto the field here with 5:39 to go in the third quarter. A big run there by Jeremiah Emershai before he's pushed out of bounds near the 18-yard line. So we'll see what happens. He gets to his feet.
He looks like he's all right.
So he's limping off a little bit.
Looks like he either pulled something or cramped up or maybe rolled an ankle.
You hear the fan support from both sides.
One of the things you love to see at the high school level is the sportsmanship, and both crowds can appreciate how much these kids are putting into what they're doing on the field. And no one ever wants to see a player get hurt.
So we'll see who's in the game for them now as Emershai comes out. Crookshank fumbles. Looks like he did that unintentionally. As he was being brought down, it looks like he threw the ball over to Randy Bloom, able to pick that one up. I tell you right now, it looked like he did that on purpose.
Well, if he did, that's not allowed because it hit the ground first before it got picked up.
Looked like he saw his guy there and he dropped it on purpose. But still, good play. Picks up 8 yards.
Stop by the defense.
That was big. Angelo Allegretto out on that lead block, number 5, their fullback. The leader of this team and also a defensive player. Crookshank's pass, just out of the hands of Alsens.
Alsens is going to wish he had that one back.
So 3rd and short for the Cubbies. 4:50 here to go in the third quarter. I'm loving this band.
Oh, they're fantastic. It's taking me back to my high school days. Back in the lovely town of Fairfield, California.
Last week at Paradise First Napa, we had the touchdown siren right in front of us. That was a treat. So we trade that in for a band this week.
It's always nice to see the traditions that each school has.
Oh, yeah.
That entrance music during the game was great.
Little Hell's Bells going during the warm-ups.
Yep, and the
that was
pick
awesome.
up the first down.
Gave me chills. So first down for the Cubs. Crookshank. Allegretto and Bloom in the backfield. Looking to pass here. Almost picked off by Sean Freeney of Red Bluff. Scott Hearn was the intended receiver on there. So a 2nd and 10 now for the Cubs on the Spartans' 21-yard line. Excuse me, 16-yard line.
Do we need to send you back to grade school for math?
I do. The numbers are tiny. I've got glasses on, but we got a fence right in front of us, but it's fun. We can still see everything. Crookshank in the shotgun. Bloom in motion, filling in for Emershai. Quick pass out to Scott Hearn.
I did not see Scott Hearn there at first. I'm like, where's he throwing that to? Then Hearn just kind of showed up there. I'm like, oh, not a bad play.
Scott Hearn picks up 6 on that pass and run. So 3rd and 5 for the Cubs. 11 yards to go till the end zone. Crookshank back to pass, takes it up the middle. Shakes a defender, has his towel ripped out, and he is down to the 1 yard line before fumbling into the end zone, and they're going to mark him down. So Crookshank almost gets in on his own before losing the ball.
This is a resilient Cubs team. A lot of teams would say, you know what, we're down by 16 points already. Let's just call it a night. But
absolutely
they've got too
not
much
for the
pride
Cubs.
For that.
They got the pride.
Yep. And they still got a shot to win this game. They're technically only two scores behind.
I'm standing here on my feet to get a good look at this. Crookshank, a quick handoff, but keeps it himself. See again with the deceptiveness. Touchdown for the Anderson Cubs. Crookshank on the keep.
Crookshank is just so good.
It's those shoes, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, those must be magic. I don't know if you've seen the movie Like Mike, where he puts on
yeah,
little Bow Wow puts on Michael Jordan shoes and becomes Michael Jordan.
I remember that movie from back in the day, definitely.
I'm thinking maybe he put on Mike Vick's cleats and got his running abilities. He has just been outstanding this game. That's the second one he scored.
So Crookshank looked like he was going to hand off to Angelo Allegretto, but takes it himself. There you see Allegretto in the backfield. Their big fullback. That pass, no good.
It's a 10-point difference, and there's still plenty of football left to be played.
3 minutes to go in the third. Our score is 42-32.
74 points scored this game.
This is
the
crazy.
Third quarter isn't even over yet.
And this is crazy.
Please do not be quoting Carly Rae Jepsen.
Call me maybe. Call me maybe. Touchdown, baby.
I think you're reaching a little for that line, especially since the touchdown was scored about.
Oh, maybe that could be
4 minutes ago.
My signature broadcast saying. We'll see. We'll see when the next score happens.
I'd keep thinking.
Matt Mellinger here, getting some grief from my coworkers. No, but this has been a fantastic game here. We've seen it all. Kickoff returns, touchdown passes, quarterback keepers. It's really an amazing
We've
showing
seen
here from
everything
both
in this
teams.
game. Really, the only thing we haven't seen is, well, defense.
Surprised they haven't called the whistle on that one. His progress stopped about 8 seconds ago.
They just wanted to let him fight a little bit for some more yardage. Nothing wrong with that. He was still moving forward. No need to stop it.
Kyle Case, the 5'7", 160-pound senior. He's gotten the ball a couple times tonight.
He's their first option back for sure. But you can tell that Sandow really likes throwing the ball.
It's a hard run there, and he's going to find a hole.
Oh,
he is gone. Gulliford again.
Oh, wow, he wasn't gone.
Almost had the score. Dragged down by Tristan Smith around the 8-yard line.
That was outstanding hustle by Tristan Smith. He saved that touchdown on his own. Both of us thought he was gone, but Tristan Smith tracked him down and got the save. I think Tristan Smith has really been somewhat of an unsung hero for this Cubs team.
You know, this Anderson defense starting to show some signs of wear and tear here late in the game. Most of these guys are two-way starters.
Takes incredible conditioning to do that.
Quick run up the middle. Good for a couple. So second goal here for the Spartans. 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Great job by Sandow drawing those guys off sides. So encroachment there from the defense, so that'll be half the distance, I'm assuming. So second down. I saw him all the way from up here do a big hut, and it drew a couple of those.
It's all part of gamesmanship.
Cubs defensive line guys off sides.
Do what you can to get some yardage.
So here we go, second and goal from the 3-yard line. A quick handoff up the middle.
Looks like it's going to be about at the 1.
Cody Demarath tries to find his way in.
They are inches away from
Demarath, excuse me.
Upping the score to 48 points.
Minute 23, clock ticking here.
This has just been the definition of a scoring spree for both teams.
Oh, and there's a fumble there, recovered by Anderson. Some miscommunication in the backfield. Anderson has it.
That has to be a huge disappointment for the Spartan offense. But such a big,
huge
relief for the defense of the Cubs.
So Crookshank deep in their own zone.
The Cubs are going to have to be careful on this, though. They're pinned pretty far deep in their own territory. They're going to have to watch out for a safety. I wouldn't be surprised to see them just do a couple runs to try to create some space between them and their own end zone.
Tristan Smith and Lawrence Alsens, the two receivers, false start on a Cubs lineman.
That's going to hurt.
Darn it, that's going to push them back to about the 2-yard line. So half the distance again. So those are nerves and emotions right there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you.
He wants to get a head start.
When you make a big play, you want to. You're just antsy sometimes. You can't be antsy.
So Bloom able to take some of the relief off their field position. And he didn't get anything. I thought he got a couple.
Nah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
35 to go here. From within their own 5-yard line. Crookshank, a handoff up the middle. There he is. He's back. Emershai is back in the game and doing so in a huge way. A deceptive handoff up the middle. I can't keep up.
Down. He's just so good.
This is unbelievable how good this kid is.
He is having the game of his life.
It looked like Crookshank took it himself, but then the next thing I see is a guy on the 20-yard line by himself. being chased. It's like, what? Quick pass, bobbled, intercepted by Red Bluff.
That's a rough interception for the Cubs quarterback.
That's too bad. A quick pass over the middle gets bobbled and able to be picked off there.
That is not Crookshank's fault. That's just bad luck, really.
So the Spartans take over on the Cubs' 41-yard line.
Those are the first 2 turnovers we've seen the entire game. Fumble and interception.
Garrett Sandow in the shotgun.
He is looking downfield to Hopi.
Just through the hands.
Hopi can get up. That was a great idea. Why not? That's what first down's for, right?
Wyatt Hopi, we've called his name all night. He's the primary target for the Spartans
Hopi and
offense.
Fox for sure.
And Mitch Fox, number 7, another key player.
Wyatt Hopi, the Spartans see Wyatt Hopi as being their fast receiver, whereas Mitch Fox is more of their big receiver.
So a pitch pass, ooh, that's...
that could be...
No call there. That looked like a horse collar
Yeah.
tackle.
Hopi and Fox really complement each other because while they play the same position, they play it in such different ways that it's so effective.
So a quick pitch pass to Mike Stone. Taken down by Tristan Smith to end the third quarter.
And there you have it, folks. We only have 1 quarter left of this game. Our producer looks kind of tired over here, but he's doing a pretty good job of staying on top of things.
So it's the fourth quarter. It's all about digging deep for this Anderson team.
It's still very doable for Anderson. It's only a 2-possession game. I've seen crazier things before. It's one of the reasons you got to love sports. Anything can happen.
I tell you, the coolest thing I saw tonight so far was they went for it on 4th and 3 from like the 15-yard line, and they were able to get that pass in for the score.
One of the things you got to love about high school football is that it's not as predictable as you see in the pros.
Yeah.
The pros, if it gets a 4th down in anything, they're not going to go for it.
Yeah.
Whereas high school, why not?
Sandow with 2 guys in the backfield and a power I. Hand off to the running back, number 6. Picks up a few there. So a 4th and 5, or 4, for the Spartans, and they're going to go for it. I think now they're starting to feel some of that pressure from this Anderson team who can keep themselves in the game. They're going to get the first down, a quick pass by Sandow.
That was Levi Culp.
Number 9, Levi Culp.
Mr. Reliable. When his number's called, he's ready. He already has 1 TD reception this game, so I can't really say he's...
That play brought the
unnoticed.
Anderson defense all the way towards us, and he did a quick, fake handoff and...
Faked out the entire defense. I think even 2 or 3 of them might have fallen out of their cleats.
Culp was out there by himself. Quick handoff. Good for a few. About 4 or 5. To Mr. Dylan Milton.
I'm digging this Rocky music going on.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to go home and watch this after the game.
Oh, yeah. Anderson's got to dig deep here. They got their backs against the wall, trailing by 10 here in the fourth quarter. Dylan
he
keeps
just got
his footing.
Smothered by 5 blue jerseys. And he is strong. 5 players it took to take him down.
Dylan Milton kept pushing his way forward. So 3rd and 2 on the play. We'll see if Sandow and the guys can pick up the first down here with 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Big tackle there. Big stop by Prettyman as Milton bounced that to the outside. Nothing going there as Prettyman was there to stop him. So a 4th down and 2 now.
I think we might see the first field goal of the game.
I don't think they're going to go for it.
Go Blue wants the ball, guys.
So huge play. 4th down and 2. And that's going to be
another touchdown.
Paradise touchdown. Number 8 carries it in the whole way. Gulliford.
Gulliford.
Again.
I think that's number 2 for him, right?
That is.
Number 2 for Gulliford.
You know, this is going to be hard to choose the player of the game because there's so many guys. Emershai, Gulliford, Crookshank, Sandow, all these guys are just incredibly talented, and
it's been a team effort this game. But I think with a game like this, when you're choosing a player of the game, I think you got to go with Sandow. He's the general of this team, and he's what holds this team together. It's either Sandow or you got to give it to the entire offensive line.
Yeah,
one or the other.
Good blocking.
You give linemen a lot of grief because a lot of the times penalties are on them with false starts or offsides, but they really are the heart and soul of every team. You cannot have a successful team without having a very good offensive line.
So 49-32 for the visiting Red Bluff Spartans. On top of Anderson, 32. .19 remaining here in the fourth quarter. .81 combined points here tonight. That's incredible.
That is a lot of touchdowns.
So good to see Emershai back in there. He picked up a big run there while they were pushed against their own goal line. We saw him come out of the game in the third, but left the field on his own. So that's good to see always. Been able to get a huge first down with their backs against the wall.
And he's even on the field to return the kick. This kid's got no quit in him.
Back there alongside Scott Hearn, as usual, the main guys, returners.
Our producer, Matt Zarkin, is
Lawrence Alsen's also in the mix. Ross and the Spartans set to kick. Do another hard squib.
And our producer was wrong.
Joe Santone picks up that ball and downs it on the 32-yard line. If I'm Anderson, I'm taking a lot of positives from this game. You know, through their first 2 games, they got scored 66-6. They got outscored.
Yeah.
So
they finally found their offense. They just need to get their defense on the right track.
Prettyman, the intended receiver, right over the middle. That one out of his grip. Unable to get that one in.
No, the game's not over, but Anderson will pretty much have to score on every possession from here on out. And get stops on every Red Bluff possession.
You know, I'm telling you, the it's the playing two ways. Both these guys playing
They're tired.
offense and defense. That's why their defense probably isn't able to do as well as the offense has tonight. You know, and this is going to go on all season.
Yep.
So a fumbled snap there by Cruikshank. So a 3rd and 11 now for the Cubs of Anderson. 8:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Emershaw in motion. Quick pass to Bloom. Incomplete.
I think Tucker Gulliford might be a little lucky not to get flagged for
yeah, that was a late
passer
hit
on that. That was a pretty late hit.
So 4th and 11 now for the Anderson Cubs. And Cruikshank is out of the game, the new quarterback. Oh, excuse me, they're punting. My mistake. And it looks like they're going to take a timeout.
This must feel really good for the. This must feel really good for the fans of the Red Bluff Spartans. I mean, they've won 3 games in the last 2 seasons. In 2010, 2011, they went 1-9, and the year after that, they went 2-8. So this must feel really good for them to have a team that they can get excited about.
It's always good to be 3-0.
2-0.
2-0, excuse me.
Great start, though. They have some tough matches coming up against Paradise from Paradise, California, Enterprise from Reading, and Foothill from Palo Cedro.
Yeah, league game starts next week.
That Eastern League is tough.
They are tough.
Chico and Pleasant Valley are no joke. But from what we've seen from them today, I think they can make a run at it.
Nice kick there. Great punt.
Good decision to call for the fair catch on that.
Hotby just calls that one.
He had a defender in his face when he caught that.
So 1st and 10 here for the Spartans on their own 25-yard line. .8:20 left to go in the game. In a game where we've seen almost about anything. Everything you could possibly.
Every kind of touchdown you could possibly see. We've seen
anything
them
you could possibly fathom.
Thrown, quarterback sneaks.
We have not seen an extra or kick attempt yet. Sandow.
Did he stay in bounds for that? He did.
Finds Hotby downfield. A great pass. And they're going to easily pick up the first down.
It takes incredible concentration to make those kind of catches. Catch the ball and stay in bounds. That's a tough thing to do.
Wyatt Hotby has been doing his thing all night.
This entire Spartan offense has been doing their thing all night.
That was Milton. Gets about 5 on the play. Two receivers to the left. Quick handoff. He's going to find a hole. He's going to go.
He is gone.
Gulliford again.
That
Touchdown,
is
Red Bluff.
Number 3 on the night. He is having a night.
Call me maybe. Touchdown, baby.
I
got
know
my
what to
crew
say
shaking
about
their head
that.
over here.
Carly Rae Jepsen and football do not mix in any way imaginable. And I'm embarrassed to know that that is Carly Rae Jepsen.
Hey, you're just as guilty as me, buddy.
I'm not the one singing her lyrics on the broadcast.
Tucker Gulliford.
I just don't even know what to say about this offense anymore.
This is...
There's not much more you can say about it.
What a crazy game. Tucker Gulliford, who's been the best runner all night for the Spartan offense. Almost had a touchdown on the last possession. Got brought down by Smith.
I think he
on
knew
the
we were
9-yard
here.
line.
I think he knew we were here, and he wanted to put on a show.
And he's not even wearing Crookshank's cleats.
Nope. He's doing it the old-fashioned way. What do you think some of the things that Anderson can take out of this game? Because there's some pretty good positives to take out of this game.
Some confidence. With only 26 guys on your team, you're a pretty tight group.
Their offense really has to feel like they really found their mojo tonight.
They got to just keep picking themselves up.
Yep.
Stay confident. Keep pushing hard. They showed a lot tonight.
I would completely agree.
You know, and a lot's to be said about this Red Bluff team as well. 56 points. Ain't bad.
Anytime you put up 56 points, you're doing something right.
And who knows? I mean, there's 7 minutes left in the game, so we could be due for scoring from both teams. Ross with another squib kick. Taken by Tristan Smith, but he fumbles.
Recovered by...
Who knows?
Looks like it was recovered by Red Bluff.
And they're calling Anderson. They're saying Anderson. And he got popped there.
Yeah, he got
pretty good.
Smacked. Can't blame him for dropping the ball on that one.
First and 10 for the Cubs. Emershai with the pass. Oh, just out of the reach of.
That pass was just barely short.
Alsens.
He's going to wish he had that one back.
So I got ahead of myself there in calling that play. Crookshank pitched it to Emershai. Emershai threw it downfield for Alsens.
So Emershai's not only got legs, he has a cannon for an arm as well.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Cubs. Smith, Prettyman, and Alsens, the receivers. Emershai in motion. He's going to take it himself. Crookshank down to the 39-yard line. So he picks up a few.
He sure likes to call his own number.
He does.
Can't blame him.
It usually works
he's
out
good
when
with
he
it.
does. So 3rd and 5 now for the Cubs. Here late in the 4th quarter. Trailing by 24. The visiting Red Bluff Spartans 56. And the host Anderson Cubs 32. And the Cubs are going to call timeout here on 3rd and 5. 6:12 remaining in the fourth. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. It's very nice of Anderson and Red Bluff to have us out here tonight to do their game. The guys will love to be able to watch the game tomorrow
Yeah, this is something special for these players.
on our YouTube.
And they can see it on playonsports.com.
For those of you wondering, our YouTube channel for PlayOn Sports is youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. And we're also on Twitter. So be sure you guys look us up. Crookshank's pass intended for Pregame, unable to complete and connect. So 4th and 5 now for the Cubs. Be sure to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show where we will select our player of the game, or players of the game in this case, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game, which has been just out of control fun to watch and be a part of. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Looks like it was another false start.
You can follow me on Twitter.
Offsides.
I'm on Twitter. You can follow me. I'll be posting scores every week during the games I'm covering at Matt Mellinger1, Mellinger. So they're going to spot that as a first down from the 49-yard line. Just one man in the backfield. Crookshank back to pass. He's going to find Tristan Smith inbounds. Great catch there as he was falling out of bounds, still able to make the catch.
I think they're going to wish they had found him more often this game. He's having a very quiet, good
I think
game.
so. So a first down for the Cubs on the Spartans' 44-yard line.
I could definitely see a possible big three with Crookshanks.
Crookshank,
sorry, and Emershai and Tristan Smith.
Crookshank back to pass, but he's going to be taken down there by number 32, Cody Demarath.
If I'm correct, I think that was the first sack of the game.
Yeah, I think you are correct. So 2nd and 20 now for the Cubs. Time winding down here in the fourth quarter with 5:30 remaining. And Demarath was in there all alone. He had nobody on him.
Yep, he just went.
Crookshank had no chance. He tried to move out of the way, but unable to. Quick pass to Emershai. Gets the first down and more, still on his feet, out to the 40-yard line.
That is a big pickup after that after that sack.
That's about a 13 or 14-yard gain there.
That's going to make it 3rd and very manageable.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Cubs. Marching down here late in the fourth quarter. Trailing by 24, but still not out of it yet. Back to pass.
Just overthrown.
So that was Lane Baker.
And at this point, you might as well go for it.
That was just out of the reach of Baker there. So 4th down, Crookshank looking to convert this 4th down here. They need this 1st down or the Spartans can just run the clock out.
That's going to be encroachment.
Yeah, whistle's blowing that play dead.
So flag on the play. That's going to move him to just short of the 1st down.
Dusty McMahon, number 56, is not going to be happy with himself.
So nice break there for the Cubs.
Yes. They got a much desired 1st down.
Crookshank and the boys catch the Spartans off guard there. They were still looking at the sideline when Crookshank got that pass off. So nice job there by the Cubs.
Very opportunistic.
You just heard a fan yell, "Come on, Cubs, show them your heart," and I think they've really done that here tonight. These guys never gave up. They're still fighting. Even right now, Crookshank with no help there from the line, taken down for a loss. As he was looking downfield for Tristan Smith, but he was covered.
I think this is an example of both teams playing very well. Just Red Bluff was a little bit better tonight.
Joe Santone as a receiver now for the Cubs. He's going to field that pass cleanly at the 20-yard line. And that might be good enough for a 1st down. And yeah, they'll get it. So nice catch there by Joe Santone. So 1st down for the Cubs.
They're showing that they have way too much pride in themselves and what they're playing for to just lay down and die.
1st and 10 from the 20 of the Spartans. Crookshank's pass intended for Emershai, batted down by Hotby. I hope we get to cover these teams again. Maybe not against each other, but
these are two very fun teams to watch.
No, so now I feel like I know both teams, so I want to cover them again. Kind of like how I felt leaving the Paradise game. So trips right, but a flag thrown. So possibly a delay of game. Oh, false start. So 2nd and 15 now from the 25. 3:08 to go in the 3rd. Crookshank throws it through the end zone.
I think there was a little bit of miscommunication with the receivers on that one. There's really no one in the area for that.
Looking for Smith, but unable to find him. Overthrows that play. Overthrows him. So a 3rd and 15 now. Crookshank back to pass. Connects with Smith. Picks up a few yards down to the 12-yard line.
That was a very nice falling catch by Smith. Those little things are what's going to keep this Anderson team in a lot of games.
I'm telling you right now, I don't understand why they're not throwing him the ball more. I mean, obviously, Crookshank and Emershine, those guys are such offensive threats. I mean, yeah, when they're doing a pass play, he's the primary target.
This is just the case of a team that is very run-oriented. It's kind of what you see with a split-back offense.
Brandon Prettyman down, sitting up. So that's always a good sign. This has just been an unbelievably hard-fought battle by both squads. Absolutely incredible. A treat to have been able to cover this game. 56-32, the score right now. 88 combined points between the two teams is just absolutely amazing.
That injury does not look good. He can't put any weight on his leg.
So bad news for the Cubs as Brandon Prettyman's being carried off. Crookshank looking for Emershai. Unable to connect. So 4th and 3 here for the Cubs.
Do you think we'll see the Spartans try some new things, or do you think they'll just try to kill the clock?
Yeah, they're going to kill the clock. No need. All he needs one first down, or maybe even.
I think you need 2 first downs.
I need to research the rules a little bit better. Actually, we both do.
Oh, and he's going to take that to the house.
That is number 23, as it says on the roster, Kyle Case, in for a late touchdown for the Red Bluff Spartans.
That was just a great run by Kyle Case. A lot of people might think that might be rubbing a little bit of salt in the wound, but I think it'd be almost disrespectful to the defense not to take that hole that they gave him.
I cannot wipe the smile off my face right now. This has just been such an incredible game. And it really speaks to the athleticism of both of these squads. Kyle Case there with a huge run. And Connor Ross is going to kick this one through. He's been on it all night.
And he is still perfect.
So our hats go off to both of these squads here tonight.
This has been a very hard-fought match.
Fantastic game.
Just seems that on this night the Red Bluff Spartans were better.
95 combined points. Even Justin Barney, our videographer, is saying wow with his mouth right now.
I'd like to see the Cubs put up some points here. Make it 100.
Oh, yeah. We are PlayOnSports.com, and we are not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. I'm Matt Mellinger along with Adam Levine as we are getting set to wrap this game up here. The home team, Anderson Cubs, are trailing the visiting Red Bluff Spartans 32-63, a combined 95 points, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Connor Ross with another quick squib kick, and they're going to recover that.
This is just a night where everything is going Red Bluff's way.
Lane Baker.
That's the tricky thing about that. That's another tricky thing about that squib kick. It's not an easy one to stop.
And he's bummed. You can see it.
He is not happy with himself. But you
got to give.
Up.
What's up?
You just got to pick your head up and keep moving.
You got to give Connor Ross some credit on those squib kicks. They're sure hard to.
Oh, they're so hard to field.
Hard to handle. Like the flame that burns the candle. Sandow hands off to Alex Hagan.
I'd say on this possession we're going to see a series of runs to try to drain the clock out.
I mean, they might score another touchdown here.
Not a lot of space between them and the end zone right now.
They're on the 17 or 18-yard line.
There's the first
Wow,
down.
Another hard run there by Demareth. Wow, was that a good run?
Yeah, that was just a power run. He ran through people.
1:35 remaining here. As the Spartans are looking to knock on the door again. And he'll take it again, but stuffed there by Randy Bloom. Bloom read that the whole way and stopped him at the line of scrimmage, met him.
Yeah, he read that perfectly, and he was all over that from the beginning.
So 1 minute remaining. 2nd and goal for the Spartans. Sandow, another handoff to Demareth. Correction, that was Alex Hagan. And there you hear the Spartans chanting Hagan's name. I think they wanted to hand the ball off to him there.
And they take a knee, and that'll be the end of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the game.
What a fun game to watch.
Absolutely incredible. Such offensive dominance by both teams. Able to put up points on the board consistently throughout the night. Who's your player of the game?
I have to go. There's so many options. I have to go Garrett Sandow.
Garrett Sandow, the quarterback for
Yes, he's the
Red
general
Bluff.
of this team. But there's so many other players that are worthy of it also.
I'm going to say Tucker Goliford from Red Bluff, as well as
our producer
Emershai and Crookshank.
Our producer says Mitch Fox. So
yeah, he had a great game
oh
tonight.
no, he says Tucker Goliford.
Goliford. I got him. I gave him some credit.
He was outstanding tonight as well. Just so many people had outstanding games. It's almost impossible to choose one.
And what a treat we were in for tonight with this game.
Oh, this was fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out watching the game with us. We invite you to stay tuned for next week's game. That'll do it for us here on PlayOnSports.com. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College. 4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass.